Yeah.
Prodigal son returns.
Yeah.
He's back for possibly the last time, at least for a while. My little boy's going to school.
State.
My little boy's growing up and going to college.
You mean grad school, but yeah.
That too. I'm proud of you.
You just opened the door, right? You didn't go in.
I didn't touch the door. You didn't what? It was already open.
So we just saw It Comes at Night.
Yeah. Second time for me. It Comes at Night is directed by Trey Edward Schultz. It's his second film, and it stars Joel Edgerton, Kelvin Harrison, and a bunch of other people. And it tells the story of two families coexisting in a post-apocalyptic world.
The world is like The Walking Dead mixed with the gritty realism of The Last of Us, and it's just fucking gorgeous. No zombies, though.
It's very well directed. I am going to do my best to go through this entire review without spoiling anything, because the best way you can see this movie is completely blind. As in, like, you can't see anything. Like, go as a blind person and go watch it.
Sound only.
Yeah, no, the best way you can see this movie is seriously just don't watch any trailers, don't watch anything for it. First off, because I feel like the marketing might be a little bit deceptive. I don't know.
Just go see this and don't watch the trailers. It's worth seeing.
Don't go watching anything leading up to. Don't go in with any expectations or any knowledge of what it's about. Just watch it. Yeah, I mean, I can't really say much more than that.
This movie's fucked, everyone.
It's really good and really heavy, and it's awesome. A24 cannot fail in my mind.
First movie to leave me literally speechless in a very long time.
He just turned to me, he was like, fuck. And I'm like, yeah, it's
should we just jump right in then?
I think we have to, because I don't know what else we can really say. Lighting.
The lighting was gorgeous.
The lighting in this movie is perfect. It's seriously perfect. I mean, I am 99% sure that all of the lighting is diegetic. And there's no studio lighting in the film whatsoever.
And there's no electricity in the movie world. Everything's with lanterns and all this.
And all of the lights in the movie come from lanterns and flashlights. And there's no studio lighting in this film at all. And it's awesome. It actually reminded me a lot of The Descent in that respect. You haven't seen The Descent?
I have not seen The Descent.
They shot it in a cave and only used real light sources as a means of lighting the film.
Okay,
like matches and other things.
Well, yeah, because it gives it an incredibly claustrophobic feel.
It gives a claustrophobic feel and really immerses you, completely.
Yeah.
Like, you're so in the film by the point that,
Speaking of immersion, what did you think of the score?
It's very nice. It reminded me, a lot of this movie reminded me of The Witch, actually.
Yeah.
The score, the cinematography.
Was much more minimalist.
Yes.
There was a lot of this movie that had no score to it.
Yes, that's true. This is a very quiet film. It's a very quiet film, actually, yeah.
It is.
And I mean, Schultz uses that really well in that he, uses the lack of sound or the really quiet whispers to build the tension of a scene really well.
Mm-hmm.
And
the natural creaking of the house.
Yes. Yeah, he really... It's a very minimalist film, actually, overall. He gets a lot out of so little.
Small cast, small
cast, small location.
No score, small location.
Yeah, there's and small amount of lighting. Everything about this film is very minimalist, and I actually really appreciate it even more because of that.
Yeah, if it's in this movie, it was there for a reason.
Yeah, there's a lot of this movie that is just really impeccably well put together. The acting also.
The acting was phenomenal.
It really is. There is no weak link in this film. Even the child actor, for his couple of little lines.
He had very few lines.
Very few lines, but they don't feel forced.
Everything about this movie just feels so natural, which adds to the immersion. Just layers and layers. This is such an incredibly believable world, even though we know so little about it.
Right, and then I was going to touch on that. This is not a film that gives you answers. This is not a film that spoon feeds you shit. If you were going to be one of the people, like the person who was sitting in the theater who's like, I wish we knew what comes at night, you're a fucking idiot. Use your brain. It's not that hard.
There are very few movies where I will judge people if they don't like them. I will judge you if you don't like this.
I'm with you. I mean, like,
Or at least if you can't appreciate it.
I don't think everyone's going to think it's as perfect as I think it is, but...
Well, you have to respect it for what it is.
Right, exactly. It's a fantastic film.
Like, I personally love this movie, obviously. And you know what? I think pretty much everybody would at least like this movie, except for that one fucktard in the movie theater behind us. But...
You'd be surprised. Like, so many people say the same thing about The Witch. Like, oh, it's
well, here's The Witch. I can understand someone not liking The Witch.
Guess.
This, I can't. Like, I will take it if you don't like this movie, that is a judgment on your character.
I feel as though the people who are going to be like, this movie sucked, are the people who are going in with expectations that are completely unrealistic and totally out of, like out of left field. Because people are going to go into this movie expecting it to be a monster movie or a zombie movie or something like that. And I guarantee you, just based on the title alone, somebody's going to expect that. And they're going to go into this and be like, what? A really subtle horror film that's based on tension and claustrophobia and makes me think? I don't like this. And that's fucking stupid.
The whole thing about, the whole premise of this movie, it's about how horrible humans can become when put in the worst possible circumstances.
Essentially, yeah. It's about, like, if you really want to get into the analysis points of it, it is literally as simple as fear and paranoia.
Yeah.
It's that simple.
The nightmares, the darkness, the
whole film is entirely based on unreliable narrators and not being able to trust people who you're in an enclosed space with. And funny that I just watched A Dark Song, which is very similar, a similar premise to that, but this did it much better in my opinion.
There really isn't anything in this that I can name that I dislike.
Same. I mean, there's really not. There's...
Everything about this was just so fucking well done.
It really is. This actually reminds me of, like, the best parts of The Walking Dead.
It's still too realistic for The Walking Dead.
Okay, but I mean like the interpersonal like relationships of The Walking Dead.
Yes, I can see where you're coming from, but I still think this takes a much harsher look at that.
Okay, that's fair.
Even the grittiest Walking Dead relationships, think Negan and Glenn.
Right.
That's still romanticized.
Yeah, that's true. It is very. It's very Hollywood.
Yeah, Hollywood stylized.
Yes,
is what I'm going to go with.
That's a good.
This really isn't. This is very.
This is
all
raw.
Of these characters feel real. You're not rooting for any of them.
And you understand all of them.
Yeah, you understand all of them without rooting for any of them.
Right.
And somehow that works.
Without saying too much, the final shot of this film is haunting. It is truly...
I'm just going to say the last 5 minutes.
The last 5 minutes, but the final shot, summing everything up, is just, it's the perfect end note. I get chills when I, like, even thinking about it now, I'm getting chills. It's so perfect, and it's such an incredible way to close a film that's this raw and this brutal. It's incredible.
I agree with you, but I
just the last 5 minutes are just...
The last 5 minutes, but there's one thing that happens.
You can hear a fucking pin drop.
There's one thing that happens in the last 5 minutes that'll just rip your stomach in half. And I don't want to say more than that, but it just, after that, everything about this just feels hollow and empty, and that's what makes this
it punches you in the gut
so much.
It punches you really hard in the gut. This whole movie is really depressing. I feel as though we're saying too much now.
Yeah, probably.
If there's one thing I could advise, go see it blind, like I said. Just go in with no expectations. Other than that, it's not a monster movie, and you're not going to get spoon-fed answers that you actually are going to be required to use your brain.
There are no jump scares here.
Thank God. Yeah, I mean, there's only all I can really say is that it's just really fantastically well made. I cannot wait to see what Trey Oberschultz does next.
Yeah.
Joel Edgerton too. I mean, he's just fantastic in everything. Did you see The Gift?
No.
He directed that and acted in it, and he was flawless. That was such a good movie.
Off topic.
Sorry. Joel Edgerton knows how to pick them, is my point.
I don't think there's much else we could say. I think we should just...
Without spoiling things, there's really nothing else I could say.
And this we really don't want to spoil this one.
Yeah, I really don't. Maybe down the line, we'll do like a video like talking more in depth about it once enough people have seen it. But
yeah, once it's on Blu-ray or something.
In the meantime, though, I'm just going to say that It Comes at Night is a fucking genre masterpiece.
You know how much we love The Witch on this channel. It Comes at Night's arguably better.
I can't disagree or agree with that. I think they're two different...
They're two different genres.
But at the same time, they're also not, because they are fairly similar.
Yeah, they have a lot of similar themes, but I just mean like the feeling that each movie gives you is completely different.
I don't think so. They're both
know.
both claustrophobic and dread-induced and paranoia
meant-
fueled. Like,
Okay, The Witch left me feeling dirty. This one makes me feeling empty.
gotcha. Okay, I gotcha. Yeah, it's just it's tense and it's claustrophobic and it's really just it's very suspenseful. And it just it has a final act that leaves you feeling completely dead inside.
The last time that I felt like that after watching a movie was Trash Fire.
It's really good, guys.
Go see it.
Seriously, go see it.
I listened to happy music on the way over here to get myself to here.
A24 knows how to make movies, and I cannot wait to see what they come out with next. I think a Ghost Story's next, and I'm stoked for that shit.
I'll see that.
Yeah. So, as always, guys, thank you so much for watching.
If you didn't like this movie, tell us why, and we'll ban you.
Yeah. Click down there and like and comment, subscribe. Say goodbye to Mike for a while.
Maybe Christmas I'll be back. Who
We
knows?
love you. We love you, Dad. We miss you. We love you, Dad.
Okay,
We miss you. We love you, Dad. We miss you.